there. So I just got finished canning some dilly beans, and you'll see the video in the pickling section. And I was going to freeze the rest of these green beans that I have just because I had more than what I needed for my recipes. And so I'm going to go ahead and freeze these. I've got so many green beans that are canned right now that we're just going to do this, get it done really fast. It's kind of a busy day today. So I thought I would just show you how. It's like so super duper easy. I do blanch my green beans before I freeze them. I find that they save a little bit better. Let me turn this up a little bit. They save a little bit better, a little bit nicer in the freezer. It just the texture and the quality is a little bit nicer. So all you do is I just use good old-fashioned freezer bags. Now this is a gallon bag. Usually I do them in quarts, but I'm out of quart bags. So there's tip number one: make sure that you get your freezer bags before preserving season starts. In fact, I like to go to one of the big box stores like Sam's, or Costco probably has it. We don't have a Costco by us, and buy a big package. That way I know I just have enough, for the whole season. If I need more than one, I can get more than one. But I'm doing gallon bags today because that's what I have. Like I said, I blanched these, and then they've been sitting here cooling off, and so they're pretty dry. If you are in a hurry and you want to get them bagged up sooner and they're really wet, you might want to lay them out on a towel, just kind of blot them dry. You want them dry when they go in the bag, basically. It doesn't have to be like totally dry, but you don't want to put a lot of water in the bag. So all I do, these are cool, they're not hot anymore, is I put all my green beans in a basket like this. This was the pot that I blanched them in. I just put enough water in there, bring it to a boil. I dump the green beans in there, and I let it blanch for about 4 minutes or so. And then I'm going to dump the green beans and the water back in here, let it drain, and then let it cool. Then you just put them in a bag. And this is my gallon bag. I just dump them like this. You could, if you wanted to, get a spoon and, spoonful by spoonful, put them in the bag, but this is much faster. Oh, well, look at there, the handle comes off. So what you want to do is fill the bag about halfway or so. Don't overfill your bag. That's a big tip, because then when you freeze them, it's in this big block and it's hard to get it out of the bag. I fill it about halfway. I squeeze as much of the air out as I can and then seal it up. Then what I will do is I will take those beans, it's kind of noisy, so that when I put it in the freezer, it's going to be nice and flat. When I take it out of the freezer, it'll be kind of in a chunk, but it's so flat that I just, drop it on the counter or something, and it kind of breaks it up. And then all I have to do is just take out what I need. But if you overfill the bag, it's hard to just take a little bit out. So that's a tip. When you put it in the freezer, I like to try to not layer. I don't have very many today, but sometimes if you have a lot, you want to try to not layer more than 2 or 3 of these bags in your freezer, because what will happen is if you have a whole stack of maybe 10 of these bags in a stack, well, the center of that isn't going to freeze as quickly, and so you want it to freeze as quickly as you can. So 2 or 3 stacked in your freezer, it makes it really nice. Doing them flat like that, it doesn't take up a whole lot of space in the freezer either. So that is freezing green beans. Super easy. It's nice for days like today where I just didn't have time to pull out the whole canner and get everything processed. I got my dilly beans done, and I'm just, the time is not there to go ahead and pressure can the rest. Plus I only have a little bit. So freezing was the option for today. I hope that was helpful, and you guys have a wonderful afternoon. We'll talk to you later.